Hey, it's Mike Toledo with the Toledo Group. Wanted to do just a small video talking about the differences in buying a home in the flats or buying a home in the hills, right? We have clients who want to buy, and the parameter includes both flats and hills. What are the advantages of the flats? What are the advantages of the hills? What are the disadvantages of the flats? And what are the disadvantages of the hills, right? So some of the advantages to living in the flats are that you're in the flats. You're down here, it's flat. You have quick access to markets, quick access to emergency services. You can walk. Likely to some type of a commercial destination, whether it's a Starbucks, a Coffee Bean. People like that. The downside is people are walking in your neighborhood, so you're going to get more foot traffic to your door. We have a lot of transient issues in Los Angeles today, so you're going to get transient foot traffic where you live if you live in the flats in proximity to commercial freeways or major streets. In the flats, you get to go to the market real quick and come back. The police come to your house pretty quickly. There's less fire risk in the flats because there's just not as many trees. Going to the hills. Well, why would I ever move to the hills? Well, in the hills it's quiet. There's privacy. You're not going to get a lot of foot traffic. You're guaranteed to never get a homeless person at your door because there's just no reason for them to be up there. So there's a lot of advantages to being up. There's nature. You've got deer, coyotes, mountain lions. There's a lot of fun things to see in the hills, but you also got to be aware. With those good things come negative things. You can't leave your pets outside at night because they'll get eaten by coyotes. Fire is a major risk in the hills. Emergency services. How long is it going to take a fire truck to get up to my house should I need something? How long does it take the police to get to my house if there's a problem? Is my insurance cost going to increase for fire because I live in the hills? Absolutely, especially after the California fires. Fire insurance has increased dramatically. How's my internet signal in the hills? Can I even get internet? Does my cell phone work at my house? These are the issues that you have to consider when you're living that far away. Rain is another thing. In the flats, well, everywhere in LA rain's an issue, right? It floods everywhere. But imagine on the hills here, we have fires, mudslides too. Do I have a hillside behind my house? Do I need to do a geological inspection on my property because it's on a hillside? If I want to add to my home, can I do so at the same cost as it does as in the flats? No. Hillside building is far more expensive than flat building. So you have to really understand all of the differences between buying in the hills and buying in the flats. And the good thing is, I know all the differences between buying in the hills and buying in the flats. So if you're having this struggle of where do I buy, should I buy in the flats, should I buy up in the hills, where do we go, call me. The Toledos have a lot of ideas about why it's great to live in the hills and why it's great to live in the flats. We have a lot of clients we've sold homes to in the hills and clients I've sold hills to in the flats, whom I can put you in contact with. And you can actually speak to somebody who lives in the hills, and they can tell you why they like the hills. I love the hills because of this. I hate the hills because of this. I love the flats because of this, and I hate the flats because of this. Whatever your scenario is, you call the Toledos. We have something for you.